So it is purely a summarized chemistry textbook in form of a table. You see that classification you see there, you see the alkali earth metal, the alkali metals, the halogens, the chalcogens, indicating the common names of each. Welcome to Her Majesty's Easy World Science Channel. Today I'm presenting to the world the Majestic Periodic Table. The periodic table I designed by myself to enhance the easy learning and teaching of chemistry in schools, in universities, secondary schools, in research institutes. So this Majestic Periodic Table, the Mendeleev's table, is very much informative. The unique thing about that is that I added enough information that we cover almost all the aspects in chemistry, that when you are speaking about a particular element, the table will be enough to provide the basic informations about the chemical elements, not just to arrange them into groups and periods. This table provided the basic informations about the elements. Each box, as you can see highlighted there, contains at least 9 informations about one particular element. It has the boiling point of that element. It has the melting point. If you mention any elements in each box, which represents the group or the period, depending on the elements, will show, the box will show the symbol of that element, the melting point, like I said, the boiling point. It will also show the atomic number, the relative atomic mass of the element. Then it also contains the distribution of electrons in the orbitals of the atoms of such element. Then it also contains the ionization energy, the density of such element. So it is very much informative, such that if you are teaching students the trend or the periodicity about anything concerning this periodic table, it is there already. What you just have to do is to point at it. And do you know one unique thing about this table that I designed? You have that chance to customize one for yourself. If you want your name, the name of an institute, to be included in that table, we will include it for you on demand, on a special demand. As you can see that space there highlighted, that is where you can include the name of your school, or if you are dedicating it to anybody, you can write there, because you can print it to any size you like. In a majestic size, the resolution will never be affected. So it took me about 3 months to design and provide these informations, but thank God the table is here. What made me to design this is that I discovered that these tables I see in the internet, the one I see in the market, they are not as informative as I want. And then some of them are not updated. Some still retain the fact that we have, there are like, some still see promentum has not been radioactive. Some might see them as artificial element, but it is still is a naturally occurring element, of course. So there are some modifications that this table has been made to include, and that makes it majestic. Then remember, you can place order for this table. It is available in any size, in flex form, in paper form. You will get it right, and this will last for you. Then, apart from the boxes and the information in each box, there are other extraordinary informations that are included in this table. Not just like ordinary or other usual common periodic table you see. This particular periodic table contains some laws. For example, the Mendeleev's law, that is the modern periodic law. Then the Aufbau principle, that is the principle governing the order of filling of the orbitals by the electrons of an atom of each element. You see some elements that disobey the Aufbau, it was indicated there. Then the electronic configuration itself is all written, starting from hydrogen down to the organesium, that one bearing atomic number of 118, that's up to 118. Then coming to the classification of the elements, this is just purely majestic. It indicated many groups and classes of elements that you never know they exist, and explained most trends. So it is purely a summarized chemistry textbook in form of a table. You see that classification you see there, you see the alkali earth metal, the alkali metals, the halogens, the chalcogens, indicating the common names of each group. Apart from the one that is commonly known like the halogens, you have the all-formers, the chalcogens, the nitrogen family. This table has come to answer your questions as a chemistry teacher, especially if you are in the class teaching. Your job is just to point at that table and the information you want will be there for you. Then, this particular table also have these different ways of numbering the groups. You know, if you have been observant, you discover that some authorities call the aluminium group, that's the boron group, they call it group 3A. Then some authority will call it group 3B. But this one has it group 3B. But go down that table, go down this table, you see that place I'm highlighting now. It has the different ways of numbering the groups. We have the IUPAC recommendation as amended in 1990, which was to number the groups from 1 to 18. You know, to a preliminary learner of chemistry, you might think there is only 8 groups. No, there are 18 groups. But to number them contradicted, the European Convention and the normal US Convention are contradicting to an extent. So the IUPAC Convention is to number each group, starting from group 1 to the noble gases, number them serially from 1 to 18. So if you are talking about the boron group, according to the IUPAC Convention, the name is nothing but group 13. But if you talk to someone about group 13, a beginner in learning of chemistry will tell you are making a mistake. We only have 8 groups, and why are you calling group 13? Okay, so you go down the table, you see the order. What's the US Convention called 3A, the European Convention called it 3B. So the European Convention believe that the groups should be numbered alphabetically. You have to finish up with group 1A, 2A, 3A until you get to 8, which is the limit. Then you start again 1B, 2B. But funny enough, you can see these two authorities rhymed. What they call group 1A is both of them believe that the alkali metal is the group 1A and the alkali earth metal is also group 2A. But the discrepancy lies on group 3, the main group 3 actually. So I will not finish the content of this particular majestic periodic table. Then watch again. In that table, this table do not only just contain the configuration, it shows the order, the half-bar order, how the electrons fill the orbitals. Why do we write 1s first? Then after 1s, we go to 2s, 2p. You see the arrow down indicating. And then it showed the number of shells present and the maximum electron each electron shell can hold. Their common name, the K shell, the L, M, N, and also showed the formula for the maximum electron each shell can hold. So I cannot mention them all. Place order for your own copy of this majestic periodic table. You will not regret it. I've come to help you learn chemistry. I've come to help you teach your students very well. Present this. You can hang it everywhere. Remember, the periodic table, the Mendeleev table is one of the most popular tables, and that's the table that represents science, even though it's chemistry. But anywhere you see that table hanging, automatically you know that this particular institution or this organization is scientific.
This is super majestic.
Much love from me to you. Remain majestic. Bye for now.